beat them before I could beat them again. They thought I was done. I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say. I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Now the first running back drafted in April, this is Breece Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's White. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jets had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. White. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. White looks to throw. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities. And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. Now White. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way. And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they want to run their offense through him. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board. Straight ahead is Hall. He will push his way down to about the 14. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10. So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. Now White. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. To throw, White, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Down. And cycle. Dog red. Fight. White. Set.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Number 38.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Tua. The loop Tua hit, and the ball is out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
The slot man in motion right. On first down, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll work this down inside the 30. In motion goes the tight end. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
On 2nd and 11 now. White. He finds Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now White with a 1st down throw. Got a man, it's Berrios complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st down, it's White. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. To throw again on 2nd down. White, this one left side caught by Berrios. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now White throwing on 4th down. Open man here is Conklin. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here we go,
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Right, 77. Right to it. Ready?
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Under pressure, they got him again. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And he fields it cleanly. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. On 1st and 10, White. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The gun, it's White. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That was Carl Lawson in pursuit that time, and he gets the stop.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 10-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On 2nd and 11 now. White. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
And cycle.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, and he's going to have his man as he was able to walk the tightrope there for the completion. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Here's Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's White. And he completes it to Berrios. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They go quickly here out to Moore. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On the counter, it's Hall. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The play fake, now White. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketing the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And the tight end goes in motion left. From the 44, Tua. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown Dolphins. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it. Being chased out left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You can have the first one for the second one to even matter.
Hall ought to give up the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action, here's White. Sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. From the shotgun, here's White. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 19-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw, White.
And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Let's go now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the turnover, it's Tua. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Berrios now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now White. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, somebody